and love, everyone. My name is Kelly Vaughn from Kelly Vaughn Basics. Welcome back. I am here this morning. It's about 11 a.m. Sunday, October 10th, I believe. Um, Pretty dreary out, raining here in Pennsylvania. This is where I live, for you didn't know. I am here to talk about sage candles today. If you see smoke, that's my incense going. It's not burning up the place. It's just an incense going. It's something I do every day, sometimes a couple times a day. Um, Today I am here to talk about sage candles and the benefits and why I chose to make sage candles. Okay. This is my coffee. So cheers, everyone. So the benefits of sage candles, I have some notes here. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Sage comes from a great herb. Sage is a great herb. It's also grown here in North America. I also read that it's grown in Europe and places like that. But it has many uses. People use sage for just about so much stuff. It's not only for dispelling negativity, it's also used for cooking. Um, I, I read that people use it for a lot of poultry dishes. Um, a lot of meats and fishes and not fishes but fish fish dish, things of that nature. And it's also used for not only for cooking. It's also used for smudging your home. That's what everybody knows sage for. um, since it's this big blast of sage, everyone's using sage. But a lot of people are using it for smudging their homes. You know, you've seen it with the stick. People go throughout their house and sage with the smoke and things. So also, there's some other uses for sage. One use is for sore throat. A lot of people use it as a tea. People use it for insomnia, um, heartburn, hot flashes. It has a lot of great uses, the sage. So it's not only for smudging your home and cleaning your home and dispelling negativity. It's also a good use. Um, Other uses is teas. So that's something to consider if you're thinking about sage. Now, what many people use sage today for is dispelling negativity in your house. It has great um, it has great uh, value with that. A lot of people use it for that. I've read that many people use it for that. It's really good. Um, I've also did a little research on it, and it was also used by a lot of Native Americans. So it makes sense that the natives would use it. you know, Natives are very, 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 very spiritual people. So it would make sense that it would be something that they would use. So now, why I decided to make sage candles? I decided to make sage candles because, one, I love it. I love sage. I love candles. Um, but I wanted to use them. I made them because I saw them to be a great alternative to using it with the stick. I don't know if most people know who's never used it. Sage with the stick can do a lot of smoke in your home. A lot of people have different allergies. That could be a problem for them. So I say, why not create something that uh, that's not so harsh on people's allergies, on their senses, but also do the same thing, which is dispel negativity uh, continuously. Your candle is something that you can run continuously or whenever you want to. But most people who buy my sage candles, they like to have it running. It's a machine. They like to have the machine running. for a while, or whenever they want to. So that's why I decided to make them. Um, it was more of a health reason for many people. Like I saw that many people were having issues with that, and I said, you know, I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that. And I've used it for myself, and I figured hey, it could be valuable for other people. And they asked, you know, what made you do it, and they were happy that I did. But I wanted to show you what they look like because I have some examples here. So I don't know if you can see that. See that. So you see that? So this is one that I just recently made. This is actually for myself. Because I don't only make candles for you guys, I make them for myself. So if you can see inside of there. Yes, and what I use white sage. I use white sage. So you can see this one is multicolored. This isn't only a sage candle here. This is a multi-herb candle I have here. And I have some colors. I like to play around with some colors sometimes, depending on how I feel or what's left over from making another project. I just make different colors to make it pretty. I like colors and things like that. And colors have vibration, you know. And this is what I have. You can see it's a pretty big candle. See different herbs at the bottom as well and throughout the candle. You can see. And this is what it looks like. And I also have a small one. This is my little 8-ounce guy. See? And what you see back here burning is just my basic white candle here. I made this years ago, and I actually forget that I have it sometimes. So I looked at it, I'm like, oh, you know what? I forgot. I still do have my little white candle that I made years ago. I'm gonna light that guy up. So that's what I did. All right. Oh, and you know what? Let me light one for you so you can see it in action. I think I will like this one. Now, I just want to warn you guys that sage is very flammable. So you need to keep an eye on your candle. You need to keep your eye on your candle anyway, of course. But just so you know, sage is very, very flammable. So you need to make sure that you keep an eye out. See? They're pretty. Feel good already. So that is my sage candle, my sage candles. You can see them in action. I don't know if you can see that. But those are my sage candles, everyone. And the reason why I made them. And the reason why I believe, and I know, I should say, that they are a great alternative to the stick. And let me make it also clear that I still use my stick. Not only do I make my own candles, I also use the stick as well because sometimes you want the smoke. But continuously, I run my candles. I like my sage candles, so there's no love lost for the ones that also use the stick. There's also some room for some sage candles as well. There's room for everyone. There's room for everything. So there's no hate, no hostility to the stick sage users because I too am still a stick sage user. Okay? So there's all love. There's all love. All right, so those are my sage candles, everyone. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Post your comments, your questions at the bottom. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace, love, and light. And give thanks, of course, every day. Okay? Ashe. Thank you. Have a great day.